buttermilk. Hi, I'm Anupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana and a warm welcome to a series of cooking for beginners. Let's make buttermilk. Buttermilk is something which is generally advised by dietitians to be had post each meal, whether it is lunch or dinner, and if you end it up with a glass of buttermilk, wow, nothing like it. It really cools down your entire system and it helps digestion also. But what is buttermilk? See, what happens is when you have to churn butter, how do you make butter? You make butter with milk, the cream that is accumulated over the milk that is kept aside for about 10-15 days. You have to accumulate the cream and then you have to process that to make into a bowl of set yogurt. After that you churn it. When you churn it, whatever fat that comes on top is the butter, and that is what you use as white butter. But there is some liquid or the whey which still stays in the bowl, and that is buttermilk. Actually speaking, that is buttermilk, and that is supposed to be very good for health. And it is not just had post meals, but buttermilk also is added as an ingredient when you have to make cake, pancakes, a lot of things. But right now, since we are focusing on buttermilk, it is not possible to make buttermilk by processing butter every day, but you can make it with plain yogurt also. So how do you do that? For that I need plain yogurt, fresh coriander leaves, green chilies, black salt, I need some mint and some cubes of ice. So after all of this, it's very easy to churn buttermilk. All you need is a blender jar. I'm actually flavoring the buttermilk with some coriander and mint, and it looks lovely because it gets this nice green color. So for that, what we'll do first is we'll take some coriander leaves in a bowl like this. In that we'll add mint. For some spice, we'll add some green chilies, very little, and we'll add some black salt. Black salt has a very peculiar flavor, but it tastes really nice in buttermilk. Now what we'll do is we'll add some yogurt to this. Little yogurt, not all of it right now, is because we have to first blend or churn or grind the green chili, coriander and mint to a fine paste, and that is only possible if you add little yogurt right now till this gets well ground, and after that we will top it up with the remaining yogurt. Because if you add all the yogurt right now, this will not get into a fine paste. To this we'll add some ice cubes and we'll blend it further. Now after all the basic grinding is done, we'll add all the yogurt to this, all the ice and some more black salt. Well, how do you differentiate between lassi and buttermilk? Lassi is quite thick and buttermilk is quite thin. So we'll see how thick this is. In case this is quite thick, we will thin this down by adding some water to it. See this? It's quite thin. One full glass of buttermilk post each meal will keep you really happy. Actually, this recipe is quite simple. If you try it just the way I have made it, I am sure you'll be very proud of yourself.